Okay, now Jonathan Leeson lives in Tunbridge and is the air representative for Latin Link, a Christian mission agency. When you last saw him in September, he was about to run the Tunbridge Half Marathon. So we need to find out how that went. I know he's got plans for more running in the very near future as well. Welcome, Jonathan.
Morning, Martin. Lovely to be back.
Good to see you. So how did it all go in September?
Yeah, it was good. I remember leaving the studio here and going straight up, have a quick breakfast, and I was up to the starting line and did it in 2 hours and 26 minutes. It was a 9-minute knock-off from the previous run, so I was pleased.
That's very good, yes, excellent. Yeah. And you've been keeping fit ever since, have you?
Yeah, I've got another big one, a very big one actually. On the 2nd of March, I'm doing the Reading Half Marathon, because that's where the Latin Link office, that's the charity I work for and will be running for, is. And so I'm hoping to get a personal best. It's a bit flatter than the Tunbridge and Tunbridge Wells one. And so I need to knock off another 11 minutes for that.
That's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah. That's right over my 60th birthday.
Oh, that'll be an occasion, won't it? A memorable moment.
Well, if we do, and I can get the 11 minutes off, I'm hoping people will be very generous to Latin Link.
Yeah, real milestone for you. And how do you keep fit in between the runs? I mean, do you do in the gym you regularly, that sort of thing?
Well, I do the speed work in Tunbridge, and after this I'm actually going to be running up and down the hills of Cowden near Edenbridge, because there's a lady there. And she first got me into this about 4 years ago, and I run up and down the hills with her, and I find it exhilarating. Nearly 2 hours of that.
It's so much easier if you've got a partner, isn't it?
It is. You need encouragement, I think. In the Reading one, you have there's pacemakers, so somebody will wear 2 hours 15 on their shirt, and that's what I need to keep up. It's got to be 10 minutes a mile pace.
Excellent. And just briefly remind us about Latin Link.
Latin Link is a Christian mission agency, an international charity working in about 12 or 13 countries in Central and South America in long and short-term mission, receiving and sending mission members. So if we can put Latin Americans into churches in this country, then whoopee. They don't have the problems of materialism and the British Reserve. No. So we need them here in this country to help us with our Christian outreach.
Okay, let's hear your thought for the day.
Christmas, 3 days to go. Cooks on high alert. I brought with me a champagne bottle and a wine bottle. Both green, but one cost a lot more. Yet both will finish up in the same bottle bank. It's the same for us as humans. At that same stage, money, position and social background won't make any difference. There's a choice in life to be made which will determine our destination. 2 of my daughters went to St Andrews University, studying Spanish on their different courses. What does St Andrews bring to your mind? Golf, the 18th hole, probably the most famous photograph in golf, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, former students known as Prince William and Kate, and the film Chariots of Fire, with those memorable running scenes filmed on the West Sands beach. According to Wikipedia, Eric Liddell is the devout Scottish Christian who runs for the glory of God. He wins the 400-metre gold medal in the 1924 Paris Olympics, saying, "I believe God made me for a purpose, but he also made me fast. And when I run, I feel his pleasure." When we do things God's way, putting him first, he adds his blessing. In the film, Liddell reads from Isaiah chapter 40, from verse 15. "The nations are as a drop in the bucket, and are counted as a small dust in the balance. All nations before him are as nothing. They are counted to him less than nothing, as vanity. He bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as a vanity. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no strength he increaseth might. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." The other day, my wife and I watched Scrooge, a musical composed and conducted by our son-in-law-to-be, who teaches music at the North School in Ashford, Kent. Yes, the wedding's on the 5th of April. Very exciting. According to the tale, Ebenezer Scrooge, the bitter old miser, was visited supernaturally by 3 ghosts: Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas yet to come. This story reflects the author Charles Dickens's difficult childhood in his novel, A Christmas Carol, back in the 19th century. He observed the lives of men, women and children in the most impoverished areas of London, witnessing the social injustices they suffered. The outcome of this tale? Instead of staying as the first Scrooge, a cold, stingy and greedy semi-recluse, he became the second Scrooge, a benevolent, sociable man whose generosity and goodwill toward all men earned him a near saintly reputation. Blue Water at Greenhithe in Kent is Europe's largest and most innovative retail and leisure destination. I went shopping there with my family. While they shopped, I sat outside and made a cup of coffee last an hour. But am I the only man to have done that? A BBC TV reporter for South East Regional News asked Blue Water shoppers, "What does Christmas mean to you?" The answers were food, drink, presents, etc., but no one mentioned Jesus. I felt sad on hearing that, as Jesus is the reason for the season. However, I have since heard that the Absolute Gospel Company Choir from Tunbridge has now sung at Blue Water 3 times, with the management there being both supportive and encouraging. Just as at Blue Water, my colleagues in the international charity Latin Link, working in Latin America with local churches, organisations and communities, helping them meet the needs around them, are doing exactly the same. Enjoying the celebrations, yes, but also seeking to share Jesus with Latin Americans, showing them that there is more to the here and now, that he is the giver of all good gifts, the true meaning of Christmas. Back to these 2 different green bottles in front of me. Whoever you are, God sees you and I as equal, and it has nothing whatsoever to do with money, position or social background. We're not here for very long. Broken glass in a bottle bank, much less than a drop in a bucket. But you and I know eternally where we are going. Having mentioned Spanish and Latin Link working in Latin America, may I in closing say, Dios te bendiga, God bless you, not just at Christmas time, but each and every day. And like Scrooge and Isaiah the Old Testament prophet, if he was alive today, on Christmas Day, let's all raise our glasses and celebrate that Jesus is the hope for us all, that he truly is the reason for the season. Cheers, everybody.
Thanks very much, Jonathan.